What's up guys? On today's project, we're working on a 379 Peterbilt Semi truck. It has an interesting mural on it. Now the story of the mural is that the owner of the truck lived in Cuba and tried to make his way over to the US on a homemade raft. Well, I guess the raft didn't make it, and during the process he said he saw a whole bunch of sharks as he was floating. The Coast Guard ended up having to pick him up and save him. After he was rescued, he made a name for himself doing trucking here in the US, and is now about to retire and is starting to sell some of his inventory. So we're going to remove the logo and the mural and recondition the truck for a new owner. I'll start with taking the old decals off, then I'll go around and buff any of the areas we are not going to paint. The main reason why we do this before painting is to determine whether we are going to need to re-clear or even repaint some sections of the truck. Now while I'm doing this, Pop is doing the body work for the fenders. Once we've decided what panels need work, we'll sand those down and put a few coats of primer down. That will give us something to block out and make sure it is smooth so it doesn't have any high or low spots when it comes time to paint. Now, the fenders are a darker blue and call for a base coat of darker blue before spraying the actual color. After that's dried, Steve will come back and paint the second color, followed by clearing everything. Now, I didn't have too much footage of this one as we were beyond busy at the shop, so the next few videos are probably going to be short, but the next episode of my Prelude series is just about finished, along with a few other shop projects that me and Pop have acquired. Steve will put down 3 coats of color, 3 coats of clear. That is kind of our minimum. If he determines that there needs more, then he'll add more. But that is usually our minimum. Taking the plastic off these is just like unwrapping a present. They just look better and better the more pieces of plastic or paper you take off. Alright guys, that's going to be a wrap for this one. I got the owner of the truck coming to pick it up, so it's idling, building up air, and is just sitting pretty, looking good. Everything came out great. We often get asked a lot of times that painting in an open area like so, if there's any issues. Well, if there is any issues, we address them. So if there's anything that needs to be wet sanded, cut and buff, well, it gets wet sanded, cut and buff. Sometimes you got to work with what you got, and that's what we're doing. We're working with what we got. We didn't think we'd be doing this many semi-trucks here, but hey, it's been a great opportunity to do these trucks, and we're not stopping. So stay tuned for the next one, guys, and we'll see you soon.